Alright guys, let's talk about Fantom for the first time in a couple weeks on this channel. I want to say that Fantom has been quite strong since about the 21st of November. It's been kind of rocketing up. Now it was one of the weaker cryptos since its March high. And yeah, I mean it almost dipped all the way down to the bottom of the Fibonacci, which as you can see, its low was back in October of 2023. So almost double bottomed, we can say, but didn't quite, thankfully. And you can see basically it's working its way out of this Fibonacci right now. It needs to get to about $1.38, let's say. And then it has a weekly resistance at about $1.48, let's say. Then it has to get above this Fibonacci level at about $1.75. And around $2.02, you have another weekly resistance. And then this Fibonacci level, basically it ends at about $2.12. So we need to get above those resistances here in the short term. And yeah, Fantom is actually just looking pretty good though. Now, it has actually 3.175 billion max supply. That actually is all out. It's not circulating though, according to this. But if we look at Tokenomics, it says that 100% of this is unlocked. Now, the last event was in June of 2020. So I don't know if this is right, or if CoinGecko is right, or you know, maybe there is another 300 million that's not circulating. But where is it? Now, keep in mind the all-time high for Fantom was about $3.46. It's still 60%, you know, discount, we can say. So yeah, guys, that's not too bad. I do believe Fantom will be a token that at least gets to maybe about $8, maybe even up to about $12 this cycle. You know, so yeah, I think it's still a pretty good little discount, and just have to wait and see, guys. You can see my average is quite low here. I bought this. It says in an average for about 9 cents. Now, a lot of my Fantom I probably got for free because I, you know, had launch pool money and things like this. So my average does come down. It did not hit 9 cents though. I believe this cycle. Yeah, that's what we said back here actually. It almost hit the bottom of the Fibonacci, which was at 16 cents. So yeah, I got probably most of this down towards the bottom, guys. But probably a lot of launch pool money. Anyways, you know, Fantom, in my opinion, looking great. One of the stronger ones right now. And like I said, you know, the Fibonacci here says that the top for this would be, let's just take a look and see what it says. Okay, it says about 1350. Yeah, I mean, it's possible, but like I said, probably about $8 up to maybe 12. But I'll probably start scaling out, you know, around $8 personally. Alright, let's talk about Bitcoin a little bit here. Now you can see I drew this box some days ago, guys, and it was basically just to show you guys that Bitcoin has been ranging since basically it entered the box on 19th November. It's almost 1 month later, and you can see that basically the whole time it was just kind of ranging here. However, 2 days ago, on 13th December, we did have a break above the box finally, as you can see here, if I zoom in. And we did retest that yesterday, and we are now getting a little bit of a bounce. So it looks like we're going to break out of this zone where we've been for about a month. So that is nice to see finally. And we're going to move towards this $105,000 target. Which, you know, was the target for that giant consolidation that we had over months and months and months. If I put this on a weekly time frame, you will see that a little bit easier, a little bit faster. So this consolidation here, which took place from February all the way to mid-October, guys. So yeah, you can see this weekly candle is also looking very nice. Actually, the weekly candle a couple weeks ago, very nice as well. Last week, also not too bad. So, yeah, I mean, we're getting really nice candles. the last really 6 weeks, I can say. Now, taking a quick look at the total market cap, guys, we are making our way up back to the 3.62 trillion mark once again. We do need to break that, and we only have 0.05, trillion, or 6 trillion now as it went down to get through this line here. That will probably come this week, I believe, guys. Now, without Bitcoin, it's kind of a doji green candle. Doesn't look so nice like the one that includes Bitcoin, but nonetheless, it is a green candle. We do need to get back above this trend line, though. Now, Bitcoin dominance, another green candle today. So, last 3 days have been green. It's not really nice to see for altcoin holders. Although my alt bag really hasn't suffered too much today, so it's kind of strange. We're getting a bounce, and I think we went up since this morning, so at least my altcoins went up. So yeah, for me, not looking too bad, but we do need to go down. The more down we go, the better the alts will pump. So you just have to be patient, guys. Looking at the liquidation heat map right now, we do have a lot of yellow here below us, and we do have a little bit above us, but Bitcoin tends to follow the liquidation prices. So there is more below us right now than is above us. And do remember that we are kind of creating a gap on the CME. So we did close on 101,424 on Friday. And right now, we're at 103,000. So basically, that gives us about $1,600 gap. So Monday, tomorrow, we could see a cascade to the downside to fill that gap, and then work our way back up. So that's what I'm expecting. It could happen. Doesn't have to happen, though. We still have a gap down at 76,000, let me remind you. So we just have to wait and see. Now, if we take a quick look at the liquidation heat map, you can see that pretty much it's even across the board. Longs and shorts both getting liquidated here. For example, SUI working its way back up to its all-time high once again, while others are just not doing so well. So something is pumping while Bitcoin is pumping. Something, no. Funding rates are basically normal, not really much to see here, guys. So that is good to see. Altcoin season, let me refresh this and see if there's any update, but no, it's been 67 pretty much since, I don't know, maybe Friday. So that hasn't really changed. Now, fear and greed, a little bit less than yesterday. It was 83 yesterday, now it's an 80. I would like to see it go down 68 to 70 at least. That's my range, where I think, it's kind of healthy. Pi cycle top indicator, guys, really nothing happening still. It's still almost as far apart as it was. I think this is actually showing it by the week. So, but yeah, we still have, some ways to go before those two lines cross. Now, economically, very busy week this week. Monday, all of these numbers are, I would say fairly important. Tuesday, core retail sales, industrial production could be a little bit important. Wednesday, most important thing is the interest rate decision and the press conference after it to see what Jerome Powell will say. Thursday, we have jobless claims. We've got PCE prices, GDP, jobless claims, Philadelphia manufacturing. So that's all important. And Friday, PCE price index and personal spending and Michigan numbers. Now, most of those, numbers at the beginning of the week won't really, fluctuate this number here too much, as those numbers aren't that important. But the numbers that are coming maybe Thursday and Friday could have some part to play with January's rate cut. Just have to wait and see. But pretty much it's 96% in the bag, guys, that we're going to get a quarter-point cut. If we get that, Bitcoin will probably, rise a little bit more. Alts, I believe, too. So, anyways, the crypto bubbles, guys, looking better today. But it's not hard to look better when we're so down with alts. A lot of alts pumping, you know, SUI, Optimism, ENA, Fantom, Pith, you know, Stacks. All of these are looking good, guys. Only a few reds here, but pretty much across the board we're seeing greens. Now, if you want to stake your Bitcoin or any other coin, just go to Coinando, guys. Type in whatever coin you're looking for, and you can see the list. It tells you if it's, you know, flexible or if you have to stake it for some time. And yeah, just be aware of that. You do have limits, and you know, 180 days would seem quite long. But you know, if you want 15%, you're going to have to stake it for longer periods. Now, I wouldn't recommend that. We don't know when this bull market will end. Honestly, my guess is as good as anybody else's. But you know, I'm probably thinking anywhere between about 6 to 9 months at this point. So, anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.